Kim Curtis is the regional marketing leader for the Midwest and East regions for Humana, and says that her mother was the one who taught her the importance of giving back to the community and of being supportive. Kim's advice to women is to develop a supporting system, and her passion is creating programs for young women that focus on self-discovery and self-development. Kim has served on a number of professional boards, including the 4th Street Boutique, which supports Dress for Success, and the Women's Fund of Greater Cincinnati's Foundation Corporate Engagement Committee. Please show the video.
I think there are opportunities for women to develop leadership development programs, and I think those can fall into 3 areas. The first is mentoring programs, creating career development and professional development programs for young women. Sponsoring programs, and that takes mentoring to the next level, where we look at specifics for the advancement of women. And the third is to engage with the Women's Fund on their work with girls and women's leadership, as is outlined in the Pulse survey. I've been honored to work with truly outstanding nonprofit organizations, and I find for the experience to be meaningful for me and for the organization, I need to explore 4 areas. The first is values. Are the values of the organization aligned with my values? The second is mission. Is the mission of the organization something I can feel passionate about? The third is the work. Is the organization's work something that I can integrate with? And the fourth is impact. Can I contribute and make a difference?
Congratulations, Kim Curtis. Our next Athena finalist is Debbie Gardner, founder of the Survive Institute and author of several books on survival. Debbie gives women the courage and other tools necessary to save their own lives, advising them to be as dangerous as necessary to get through their crisis. Debbie mustered her own courage while working for 8 years as a Hamilton County deputy sheriff. She has hosted dozens of survival workshops at universities and believes that women can be both kind and strong. She calls it using teeth as needed.
My specialty is I'm the fireman who puts the fire out, and it's amazing how many organizations, profit and nonprofit, have real eruptions of fear due to violence, and I don't talk money, I just go. I was with the Sheriff's Department about 8 years. I left a very different woman than the young girl who signed up in terms of courage and strength, and I wanted to streamline simple, focused truths for all Americans to be brave, but especially women. The biggest problem for women is fear and how it undermines their career and success, and it's insidious, and it affects them in very quiet ways that have dramatic outputs. Fear of traveling alone, getting in cabs with strangers, parking lots. It's got to stop. The cycle of fear of everything has just got to stop. And I'm determined to do it before I die. Big goal.
Congratulations, Debbie Gardner. Sister Mary Jo Gasdor founded the Women's Connection in 1997 to strengthen families by educating and empowering women, children, and families. A sister of charity for 51 years and a former teacher, she helps connect women in need through workshops, counseling, mentoring, and referral services. The Women's Connection provides programs for both children and adults, providing them with the skills needed to reach their potential. Sister Mary Jo believes that women are pretty capable of doing just about anything. She is working to break the cycle of poverty in her home neighborhood of Price Hill, and her goal is to build self-esteem and create leaders.
It's just very difficult, I think, for women today to really leave the business at the office and in some way try to have a happy home life, family life, and be good to themselves. Because if we aren't good to ourselves, we are not going to be really good to other people, and people will know if you're a happy person or not, no matter what office position or business you may be associated with. It comes from inside. I was totally surprised that the ATHENA Award, that I was one of the 11 chosen. I did not know the person was doing this, and so when I received the phone call, I was really shocked. The ATHENA Award, me? So I really was very grateful to her, and also to the recognition that it will give to the Women's Connection. It's only because of the help of many of our friends and family, the Sisters of Charity, that we keep making a difference in Price Hill, and that's important.
Congratulations, Sister Mary Jo Gasdorf. Our next Athena finalist is Catherine Grube. She believes that there are not enough women in the House. That's in the legislature, that is. Waited for it. Or the Senate. And she's on a mission to change that. Catherine is a former Fort Mitchell council member and has run for Kentucky State Senate twice. Noticing a lack of female candidates during those campaigns, she developed Elect Women Magazine, an online website that encourages women to run for public office. Before her involvement in politics, Catherine spent 30 years as an executive in small business, economic development, and business management. Her passion is to develop leadership skills and opportunities for women.
Oh, I think women still battle some of the same issues that my generation has, and those are of equal pay and knowing your value, getting what you're worth. I think women have to still prove themselves. You have to be better, and you have to show, your employer and the public that you have the skills and that you are to be credible. I think being taken seriously sometimes is a challenge, especially for younger women. I also think that women can't wait for people to notice them. They've got to step up and ask for something if they want it, and be bold and brave enough to take the steps that it will be needed in order for them to succeed as leaders. Put themselves on a leadership track from day one. Get the skills, develop the network so that you'll be ready when the opportunity presents itself. I also have a very soft spot and a passion for the homeless. We live in an urban community, and I'm very involved in helping feed the homeless, provide services, and helping bring others into that arena of stopping poverty and homelessness in our society.
Congratulations, Catherine Grube. I tell you, this is nothing if that was her being proactive. And Candace Klein, you'll see, is an attorney at Ulmer and Byrne LLP and started Bad Girl Ventures in 2010 as a micro-lending program for female entrepreneurs. She has started 18 companies in this time with Bad Girl Ventures. She is working to create a culture of women who support other women. Candace has founded Cincy PAC, also a nonpartisan political action committee, and the peer-to-peer lending company Somo Lend. Her two-time battle with ovarian cancer motivates her to continue to accomplish her goals. And by the way, I believe she's only 30 years old.
Particularly for women business owners, the greatest obstacle is finding good mentors, good guidance, and the resources that you need to be successful. I find it interesting that in the U.S., 50% of all privately held companies are owned by women, yet women have access to only 5% of traditional resources. And I think that's the greatest challenge for us to overcome. Well, for women who are trying to start their own business, I guess my one piece of advice is don't take yourself too seriously, and it's okay to be 80% correct. I think too often we are so nervous about guessing wrong or being wrong in our first assumptions, and when you run your own business, you are the final say, and you have to make executive decisions all the time. And I work with so many women business owners who just take themselves so seriously, and you just can't be that way if you're going to start a business. You've got to be able to roll with the punches and take decisions and instances and challenges as they come. I feel extremely honored to be a finalist for this award. I look at the women who've received the award in the past, and they are all women who I've been looking up to since I was 5 years old. I don't feel that I am quite deserving to be in this room today because I don't know that I've accomplished yet what all of these other women have accomplished. What I can say, though, is that the ATHENA Awards give me an opportunity to strive. And if nothing else, I hope that people can see me as a legitimate finalist because I am a person who will change the world for Cincinnati women in the future. And I'm astounded that I was chosen, and I'm very honored.
Congratulations, Candace Klein. Great job. Our next ATHENA finalist is Sheila Manafa-Canoza. An entrepreneur and businesswoman, Sheila led one of the top sales territories at Procter & Gamble. But after her husband's death in 1993, she left P&G and founded Companions on a Journey Grief Support Incorporated, a faith-based nonprofit. She trains women to become bereavement facilitators and educates and empowers them to reach out to those who grieve and mourn. Sheila has helped to develop teens in grief support programs, and her work has grown to encompass educational workshops, support groups focused on child loss and surviving after suicide, and the Seasons of Grief newsletter. Companions on a Journey is now one of the largest bereavement support organizations in the country.
My advice to young women as they're beginning their careers is to take it to prayer. Then follow what your inner voice is telling you to be. What is your passion? What is your purpose in life? And follow your dreams. What actually drove me to the work that I do right now is my first husband was diagnosed with cancer when I was 27 years old. He should have only lived 1 year. And out of my pain, I found my purpose. And out of my purpose, I found my passion. And being able to help women, to empower women, to help them to be able to reach out and help others who are in need, oh, it is such a gift, it's such a grace. So I love what I do. When you find your purpose in life, your passion in life, it gives you a fulfillment that is priceless.
Congratulations, Sheila Manafa-Canoza.